Well, I'm smiling today because we have some of the most gorgeous desserts you can ever imagine. And we have a really lovely guest here with me, and we're going to have fun. And we have some fantastic recipes to share with you. And you know, everything in life we do, every occasion where you're with people you love or whatever, it requires some good food and some celebration. And I think that's what my guest is about, to celebrate life. And we're so happy to have you. Andrea Goodjoy is here with me.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
And I wanted just, this young lady has stepped out and started her own business. And I love to see people do things and take chances and make successes. And we're just really thrilled to have you here.
And I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
And she is going to share some of her favorite dessert recipes with us. And in case you haven't, maybe the camera would just pan around. We have some of the prettiest and most luscious cakes I can ever imagine, and all made from scratch.
Yes, ma'am, they are. They are.
And the name of her business is Divine Desserts by Andrea.
That's correct.
And you're going to start with $1 million pie.
Yes, we are. This recipe is actually my sister's recipe. This is something quick and easy. It's cool right now with it being, hot right now with it being summertime. Yeah. We want something cool to help us cool down in this 100-degree weather. So what we're going to do is you can get just some whipped topping. Okay. And when I tell you it is super simple, I mean super simple.
This is just plain old Cool Whip.
Yes, ma'am. It's plain old Cool Whip. And we're going to just take it and put it inside.
You're going to use the whole thing?
We're going to use the whole thing. Actually, we're going to make 2 pies. All you need to do is purchase 2 ready-made pie crusts.
Okay. So this is 16 ounce.
Yes, ma'am, 16 ounce. And you just make sure you mix that really well to start off with. And when you get Cool Whip, you may want to sit it out for a little while so that it's usually frozen.
Yeah, get room temperature.
Yes. But if it's still a little bit frozen on the inside, all you need to do is just, with this particular pie, just mix it really well, and it's still going to do just well because this pie actually can be frozen for up to 6 months.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add 4 tablespoons of pineapple juice, and we'll put that in there. After we do that, we're just going to put some of the condensed milk, and you can find this, all of these items.
Every store has, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's just, what size can is that? Do you want?
This is a 14-ounce can.
Okay.
Now, if you want to make this recipe smaller, because like I say, this makes quite a bit, you can always halfen the recipe.
And that's, of course, that's thick, too.
Very thick. It's good and sweet, too.
Yum.
Yes, ma'am. And you just stir it up really well. And if you don't mind, Peggy, can you go ahead and pour the nuts in here for me, please?
I think I can manage that. Now, what is this and how many?
Those are pecans, and you can use a cup of pecans.
Okay, and they're already put into pieces. Mm-hmm. You know, they make life easy for us. You can buy them already in small pieces, or you can buy, you can make your own. There, how's that?
That's perfect. And you stir that up really well.
I mean, you can eat that just the way it is.
Sure can. I promise you, it is very, very good. And what we're going to do, too, you can either buy your Baker's, it doesn't have to be Baker's, but buy your coconut sweetened. Put that in there as well. You can also get it in the can. And this is about, I would say buy the can and you can use the whole can. Now, I guess you can tell I don't measure a whole lot.
A lot of really good cooks never bother to measure. So what do you think, about a cup?
I would say probably about 1.5 cups of sweetened coconut. And you want to make sure when you get your coconut that it's moist. I like to squeeze the package and make sure that I can see the moisture in the package. It's nothing worse than dry coconut.
So when you go to the grocery, you test it.
Yes, and then we have some crushed pineapples, and this is a 15-ounce can. It just depends on your preference. If you like more, you can use it. If you don't like pineapple, you don't have to use pineapple. Strawberries are also good in this as well. I love strawberries.
Well, you could probably put maybe even some blueberry. You could do any kind of fruit in
You sure
there.
can. And when people eat this, they think you spent so much time on it, and they just don't realize how truly easy it is. I'm going to hand this over to you, and if you can take the top off for me.
They'll think you've slaved all day.
They
right?
sure will.
Make something really and this is, ooh, it looks pretty.
It is. It's pretty and just refreshing. And you, after you fill it up,
can freeze this?
you can freeze it. It'll be good frozen up to 6 months. And so if you know you're having something coming up and your schedule doesn't allow you, you can always make this ahead of time. You can always make it the night before, put it in the refrigerator. So you want to make sure it's good and cold before you serve it. And as you can see, it makes a lot. And you just move it around in there and make sure you get as much as you like. Depends on how much crust. And you can always make your crust too. This is just a graham cracker crust as well.
Well, if you're pressured for time, you don't want to bother. Every store has them.
They sure do.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
All right, we'll see if we can put a little cute design in there. All right, and we'll put the top on that, and we'll put that in the refrigerator, and it's good to go, and we'll do this last one.
Oh, people nowadays are so pressured for time that when you have something like this, it's appealing, it's helpful to people.
It really is. And
this just goes in the refrigerator, and if you're having guests or family, you can do this in the morning and pull it out at dinner time, or you could make it, I guess, several days ahead if you want to.
Oh, sure. You can make it months ahead of time.
Well, that you would freeze.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right,
Let me put this back here.
And see, it's perfect. It made 2.
Look at that. Now, that would serve quite a few people.
It's going to serve at least 24 healthy slices between the 2 pies.